Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Today we're going to take a look at Tuxedo OS, and they have updated to version 3. So it's Tuxedo OS 3, and it has a new Plasma 6 desktop environment. So let's head on over to the virtual machine and take a look at Tuxedo OS. And we're here at the virtual machine, so let me go ahead and select live mode and install. Okay, we're on the virtual machine, and it looks like we're greeted by calamares. But it looks like it's on Dutch right now. So let me navigate to American English, click Next. America Los Angeles is correct, click Next. English US Standard, click Next. And you have some options right here. First option is X11 for Xorg, and then you have a Wayland. So I'm going to stick with the default. And it looks like it's doing some setup right now. So let's give it a second and see what happens. Okay, I guess that first part was just to set up the system, to get the language and everything correct. So we're actually booted up on the desktop now, I guess. And we have an install Tuxedo OS button. So let me go ahead and click that and take it from there. And it does open up the calamares installer. So again, American English selected, click Next. Then I'll select here to erase the disk, click Next, add my user info. All right, next I'll give it a strong and complicated password. That's not 12. Again. And then right here, there's a button that says require strong passwords. I'll uncheck it. And for myself personally, I'll check login automatically. Click Next. The option again for Xorg, X11 or Wayland. Stick to the default. Install and install now. All right, this should take like 5 minutes to install. So I'll go ahead and pause the video now. And when we come back, we'll be ready to reboot into Tuxedo OS version 3 with Plasma 6. And the installation is now complete. That took only like 3 or 4 minutes to install, so that was pretty quick. Well, anyways, right here it says restart now. I'll click on done, and we should reboot into Tuxedo OS. All right, we are now rebooted onto Tuxedo OS, and this is the installed system now. And as mentioned before, this is Tuxedo OS version 3, and it comes with the Plasma 6 desktop environment. It is an Ubuntu-based system. So it uses the app package manager. So let's run through and take a look at Tuxedo OS. Like I said before, this is the Plasma 6 desktop environment. So we have our panel on the bottom. And on the panel, we have our system tray on the right with our normal buttons. You got your clock, your volume, internet connection, things like that. Then on the left, you have your pinned applications. In this case, we have Firefox, Dolphin, and Discover, which is our software center. And we also have our system settings. And then next to that, we have our application launcher. So clicking on the application launcher shows us all our applications. So we have our categories, which are favorite, all applications. All applications list everything in alphabetical order from A to Z, all the way down. Then we have our development, games, graphics, internet, multimedia, Office, Science and Math, Settings, System, Tuxedo, Utilities, and Help. All right, under Tuxedo, we have something called the Tuxedo Control Center. So let's click on that and see what it shows us. And it's showing us some system monitor information here. Got profiles, tools, Aquarius. But I believe all of this is for Tuxedo PCs because they make their own line of laptops and computers. So I think this software is tailored for their systems. All right, there was another thing under Tuxedo, and that was the Web FAI Creator. And yeah, it's just something to flash your drives, create ISOs, and put them on USB. So I believe this is it looks like it's a forked version of Etcher. I could be wrong, of course, but At least on the surface, that's what it looks like. There is a question mark here, so we'll click on that. It'll probably open up Firefox, and it does. And it opens up the Tuxedo Computers website. Automatic installation, MIT Tuxedo FAI. Alright, go ahead and close that. And we'll close this. Alright, so let's take a look at our system settings. Like I mentioned before, this is Plasma 6. So in your system settings, it's almost similar to GNOME, where you have all your options right here on the left. And then just clicking on them will open up whatever you can do with it right here. And some of these even have arrows that open up even more options. So you can see it opens up a second window with even more options right here. All right, but from right here, you can get to your appearance. So let's say your color themes and styles. So right now, it looks like it's Tuxedo Twilight, but we can switch it to Tuxedo Dark. Click on Apply. All right, there we go. So now we have a dark theme. Then we can change our colors here. So, see, click on that, click on Apply. That just made it a little bit darker. You can change your application style, plasma style, change pretty much everything on here. And then you also have your wallpaper. So if you want to give yourself a nice little wallpaper to look at, let me go ahead and make this smaller so you can see it all in action. So right now it's the standard Tuxedo OS wallpaper that's installed on there. But let's say I want to put that one there. Just click on Apply. And you can see a change. You can just click on it and click on Apply. All right. And let me see. Do we have an About on here? I believe we do. And it's going to be right here. About system settings, it is version 6.0.4. All right, next to that we have Discover, which is our software manager. Pretty much all systems nowadays come with their own software manager, but this is the standard for KDE Plasma. They use the Discover, and from right here, if you want to install something, you can just search for it right here. So let's just search. Say, for example, Nemo, which is a file manager. We just click on it. And from right here, install from Ubuntu Jammy Universe. I'm not going to install that. I don't know if that's coming from Snap or whatever. I know there's a lot of drama between Snap and Ubuntu and things that are going on like that. We'll just go back over here. And that is your software. You know what? Did it have an About? Pretty sure it does, but I skipped right through it. And it's right there. And it is Discover 6.0.4 in Application Explorer. And we do have files right here, which is Dolphin. So this is the standard on KDE desktops. So if we go to Help, About Dolphin, it'll give you the version 24.02.2. And then next to that, we have Firefox, it's a web browser. And looking at its About, see what version it's on. It is 126.0. All right, going back to the applications, see right here, they have pretty much standard games right here. In the graphics, you have GwenView, Ocular, Draw, Scanlight. Internet, you got Firefox, what we just looked at. You got your KDE Connect, got KTorrent and Thunderbird Mail. Multimedia comes with Elisa, Camoso, and VOC. And of course, you got your LibreOffice suite. So you got pretty much all the standard software that you would expect from a Linux-based system. All right, let me see. Right-clicking on the screen gives you another other options right here. You configure desktop and wallpaper, configure display settings. You could create a new folder, text file, HTML file. You can set up your icons. So if you want to have icons like on Windows systems, You can refresh the desktop and you can enter edit mode. All right, and right here you got a pull up that shows you all your hidden applications. So you got your notification, vaults, brightness, display configuration, KDE Connect, power management. All right, and then this right here, I believe is the Tuxedo Control Center, which we saw earlier, but I guess it comes in a system tray. All right, so this is Tuxedo OS. This is not an in-depth review or anything like that. Just a quick first look. I'm looking at it as if I was a new user, you know, testing out a system. So there's no detailed, complex task that I'm doing with it or anything like that. It's just a simple first look. It's all it is. It's all it always will be. All right, you guys. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want to take a look at it, I'll go ahead and post the download links down in the video description. That way you can play with it yourself and see what you think. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me on this video. And I'm out.